Now for this first image, what we want to do is kind of get rid of some of that background. And to do that, we're going to use the crop tool. So you're going to turn on the tool, and you could key in custom dimensions here. And then if you just changed your mind, you could click on clear. I usually drag the points. There's some kind of nifty things built into Photoshop to help you crop, and that's right up here. And by default, what you would see when you first come in here is called the rule of thirds. And with the rule of thirds, you get this little grid, and you want your points of interest, you know, either along this line on the left, line on the right, line on the top, and because it just adds more visual interest to your photo. Okay, that's the rule of thirds. And for this particular image, that's probably how I would crop it. Grid just gives you a grid over the whole thing. With diagonal, the diagonal can be used if you want to emphasize certain lines to draw the reader's or the viewer's attention. I want to draw it to a focal point. Let me pull this over, because some of these are a little bit better examples. Here's the rule of thirds. And then we've got diagonal, where you're trying to draw the viewer's attention. You can see your attention is drawn along that line. And here, you've got kind of the line in the water that you're following. Triangle is another one where you would want your larger shapes, subjects, focal points in the different triangles. The golden ratio is similar to the rule of thirds, but the lines are a little bit closer together. And the subject should lie on one of the 4 lines or where they intersect. And usually if I have an eye like this, I do try to put it right where they intersect. And this would be spiral. So you're leading the eye to the center. Okay. And so the one you pick really depends on your image. Okay. So for our image, and you can look at the different ones, but the best choice for ours would either be, you know, golden ratio or rule of thirds. Okay, now once you're happy with how this looks, you're either going to click on commit, the little check mark, or you're going to press enter. Okay, and your photo is cropped. I can see I had a little discoloration at the bottom, so I'm actually going to pull it up just a tad. Press enter, and this one is done, so I'm going to go ahead and save it. Okay. Santa copy is fine for the name. Make sure you put it in the same location as your other documents. Click on save, and then you can actually close that one.